Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Affirmations 101, everything you've always wanted to know about affirmations and more. So, if you're a beginner, this is the right place for you. But even if you're not, please stay. You might want to comment about your experience and you might even learn a few tips from me. The way I'm using affirmations today is not the way I used them 10 years ago. Because while we have a limited number of tools and techniques that we can use, there's an unlimited number of ways to use them, to combine them, to adapt them to our current circumstances. So we can always learn and we can always go deeper. And indeed, with affirmations, we are going very deep because we are reprogramming our minds. That's why they are so powerful, so effective. We are changing our whole belief system. And it's easy because all you have to do is repeat a power statement like a mantra, one or two sentences. I think it's better to keep it short because it's easier to remember and easier to incorporate into your daily self-care routine. So you just repeat that sentence or these two sentences several times a day and for as long as it takes for your new reality to manifest. And usually what you want to do is either fix a problem or attract something positive into your life. In both cases, it works in the same way and it doesn't take very long. Depending on your situation, it can be a matter of weeks or months, but no more. So why is not everybody using affirmations? Well, unfortunately, some people have misconceptions that prevent them from using them or using them in the best possible way. The first misconception is that affirmations are so easy and something that easy can't possibly work. That's part of our conditioning. We were told that life was hard, that life was necessarily difficult and that we had to fight for everything. So an easy solution is not going to convince people. And if you ask them, 90% of the people who tell you that affirmations don't work are people who never tried because they didn't believe it would work. And the remaining 10% did try for a few days and just gave up before they could see the results. But affirmations work like physical exercise. When you go to the gym, you don't expect one session to transform your whole body. It's going to take a few weeks. But you do it anyway because it's going to work. And affirmation works in the same way. You have to trust and you have to be willing to make the effort. And it's not such a big effort. It's so easy and it's so quick, really. Another misconception is that some people say affirmations mean that you're in denial. You say something that isn't true, it means you're ignoring reality, and that's not true. To give you an example, when I was younger, I was painfully shy. I was a pushover. I was a people pleaser, and that was not a very pleasant way to live. So one of the affirmations I used to change that was, I speak up for myself. And I repeated that several times a day for as long as it took to change my reality. And this video is proof that it worked, right? So when I started, of course, I knew it wasn't true yet. But it was my goal. It was what I wanted to manifest. And the thing about affirmations is that they have to be in the present tense. You want to say, I am, I do, I have, I can. If you say I will, you push it away. If it's in the future, it's out of reach. If you speak in the present tense, you set an intention and you initiate a process. You know what you want is not there yet, but you know it is getting there. And you know it is going to happen. And you show your willingness to change your reality. And it works even better if you can feel what you will feel when it does become true. If you can feel the joy, the gratitude, the relief, the freedom, the serenity, whatever it is that you want to manifest, there are feelings and emotions attached to this new state of being. So you have to imagine, and when you repeat your affirmation, try to feel the feeling. That's why Joe Vitale says you have to Nevilleise your dreams, after Neville Goddard, who was one of the first people who talked about the importance of emotions and their power to influence our mind and our conditioning. So when you say something, you say it as if it were true. You feel it as if it were already there. And that's not being in denial. In fact, the best way to use affirmations is to take a problem, and as your affirmation, you choose the positive counterpart. If you're shy, you want an affirmation that will affirm your strength and confidence. If you have a money problem, you want to affirm that life is abundant and generous and that prosperity is yours. You always have a positive and negative aspect of every situation. And the trick with problems is that you can't fight them. You cannot fight a problem. Carl Jung used to say, what you resist not only persists, it will grow. And that makes sense, because if you focus on something, you give it plenty of energy and attention, and it will become an obsession and it will develop. So instead of fighting it, you want to replace it with something positive that you are going to cultivate until it develops and takes up so much space, it's going to push your problem away for good, right? So if you choose the positive counterpart of your problem, it is the best way to get rid of it. So you're not ignoring it. You're not in denial. You are dealing with the problem. You're just doing it in the smartest possible way. So one of the affirmations you can use today, I want to share with you some of my affirmations, because I've created a whole deck with power statements to fit any circumstances. And of course, when you get used to using them, when you see that they work, you can create your own. But I want to share one with you today, which I really, really like. I know I keep sharing it, but it's so good. It says, I expect the best and I receive the best. It's good because it's very generic. It works in any situation. But you can also say, life is good. You can also say, life is abundant. You can also say, like Emile Coué, one of the experts on positive affirmations, used to say, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Just find something that feels good. Just find something that inspires you. So that's all for today, but we'll talk about affirmations again and many, many other things. So stay tuned and take care.